Hey replay viewers, be sure to check me out on YouTube, Penguin6, where I do a video blog every single day. Hey, how's it going? Howdy, howdy, howdy. I'm Woody, and it's cold. Cold and windy today. Morning. Yeah, how cold? The wind chill's like 12 Celsius. No, we're on top of Victoria's Peak here in Hong Kong. It is morning. It's 8:30 in the morning here in Hong Kong on a Thursday morning. Hey, how's it going, Travel TV? My plans, no kid activities today. Woohoo! The kids have no after-school activities, which means I can do whatever I want today. How you do? You enjoyed it, Joe? You're negative now. Oh, you got producer working, the switcher, cool. Also try Live Air Solo. Yeah, Thursday fun day. I don't know what we're gonna do today. We've got to figure out what we're gonna do for lunch. We're gonna edit some video. We've been shooting video for our video blog on YouTube. You guys can also see high def videos of Hong Kong on my YouTube blog. It's in Phoenix, much more there than it is here. The pink building is actually a very expensive apartment building called the Albany. Prices start at about $15,000 US a month, and they go up to about $25,000 US a month. I say very expensive, but to be honest, that's pretty much average for that neighborhood. We'll see it again in just a moment when we get up over this rise. We just got our new lease. It arrived in the mail yesterday. I have to sign it and send it back. Our new rent will be $8,200 US a month. Oh my God, look at all the dogs. Whee! Somebody likes their dogs. Hey Ninja, welcome to Hong Kong. Where we're out for our morning walk, and it is quite chilly. Yeah, many devices are a pain. It actually gets quite chilly here. For about 2 or 3 months of the year, we have to wear a hoodie. And for a couple weeks a year, we've got to dress in something quite a bit heavier. You're welcome, Joe. We try to do something to show you where I live, my part of the world, because it is kind of cool. You can hear the gibbons down there. If you saw one of my YouTube videos the other day where the monkeys were going crazy, they were on self-destruct. I think that was about 2 days ago, my video blog a couple days ago. Hi Wanda, I'm up early every day. I just don't come out early. Today I came out early because, believe it or not, I actually got a good night's sleep. My son had a cough last night, so we separated the kids. The wife slept with the younger one and I slept with the older one. And he slept steady. He slept all the way through to 6 o'clock this morning. So it was quite a solid sleep. How's the air? It's a little bit cooler. The red brick building, this is this pinkish building. Is that what you're talking about? This is the Albany Hotel. The Albany Hotel, or Albany apartment building. Yeah, the Burger King was okay. I would rather have droned. Chicago homicide. You know, I've mentioned it many times, but for Hong Kong, if Chicago had Hong Kong's homicide rate, Chicago could have 8 murders a year. So if Chicago could pull off 8 murders a year, you'd have the same crime rate as Hong Kong. I am on the side of a mountain. I'm on Victoria's Peak. Victoria's Peak is the tallest mountain on Hong Kong Island, and I'm up on this hiking path. Actually, technically, it's a road. And I come up here every day, and I walk as part of my hike. I do about 4 or 5 miles in the morning and about 5 miles later in the day. So I do about 10 miles a day. So we've been up filming with our camera for our video blog. And now we're going to go and continue our hike. and make our way back home. It is gorgeous up here. This makes the work out a little easier. I'm a little early, Jaden. Yeah, I just had stuff to do. You know, I was. Yeah, the big camera is legit, but it's also heavy as heck. This is a Canon 70D with a Rode video mic attached. I got a 10 to 18 lens on it right now. 10 miles is about 20,000 steps. Yeah, the video blog, well, it can go up in 4K. What do you need help with, Max? Hola, ¿qué tal? Tengo un lápiz roja. That's all the Spanish I remember from high school. A visitor visa, you have to pay. It depends where you're from, what island. If you're American, you just sort of pop up. Yeah, I use that for my video blog. I also use the iPhone. The iPhone shoots 4K. The 70D does not shoot 4K. It's kind of annoying, but it does have the better lenses. So we'll have one more view of the city. If you have an American passport or a British passport, you can just show up in Hong Kong. You don't need a visa. It's a visa waiver program. You have 90 days to hang out in Hong Kong. However, if you want to get a job, then you need someone who will sponsor you for a job and a working visa, which will cost money. Not a lot. But American passport holders can just show up at the airport, present their passport, and be granted 90 days visit. Which is what they do. EU passports, yeah, EU passports are pretty good for that as well. I don't know, it differs a little bit depending on the country. But, you know, France, England, those are fine. There we go. You live in China, yeah. China passports don't get you many places. Speak Chinese. Wu yao han bao bao. Wu yao ling du ke le. Yeah, Chinese need a special visitor pass to come to Hong Kong, but actually I think they can come for 2 weeks or something. I would like a hamburger. I would like a Diet Coke. That's what I said in Chinese. So this giant ant is plotting to kill me. Deet, deet, deet. Hello, little ant. People look like ants. There is a YouTube video of a guy who got Periscope to work with the air. No, I live here. I've lived here 7 years. As a Chinese person to come here as a visitor, I don't know, there's some weird rules, but you can come as like a shopping trip or something. Just visit. It's complicated. I don't really know all the Hong Kong immigration as it applies to Chinese citizens. Alright, so now we got a 10-minute hike through the jungle. The skyline will be away. Yeah, I'm a permanent resident next month. No, it's not customary, but some people do carry their own chopsticks. I can't help with a visa. I'm not really sure. Is my mic a little weak? Maybe. I'm starting to wonder if this mic has gone its way out. I'm on my own. There you go.
You'll get a global visa.
So this is anti-chief executive graffiti. Does a Hong Kong SIM card work in Shenzhen? Yes, but I have to pay roaming. Any products from China? No, I don't really buy stuff from China directly. I should sell Taobao. Sigma lenses and what's the other brand? The one that starts with a T. Yeah, they're all right. Uh, I don't. Is there a lot of crime? No, there's not a lot of graffiti. Yeah. Selling to the U.S. I actually have a friend in Shenzhen who does a lot of U.S. Chinese selling, especially with like Amazon fulfillment services. Amazon fulfillment is huge. 4G is pretty fast. I get about my upload is about 4. My down can be faster than Wi-Fi. Hang on a second. Okay, and my back itched. Ooh, it smells awful here. Yeah, no wild boars today. I haven't seen any wild boars in a month or two. Actually, it's been about 2 months. Boy, it really stinks. Hot dog dogs. $100 cheeseburger today. I'm not sure. I thought about getting a burger today, but I used to live in Kennedy Town. Do business. Yes. I don't know what my friends do. The smog in the summer is not bad. The smog in the winter is worse because that's when the air from China comes down. Can a tourist get a China mainland visa in Hong Kong? Ugh, complicated. Here's my advice. Get a China visa in the country of your residence, where you reside. In some circumstances, tourists in Hong Kong can get a mainland China visa. However, the rules and the application of the rules are very arbitrary. If U.S.-Chinese relations, for this example, if a U.S. carrier battle group is in the South China Sea, no U.S. citizen gets a visa in Hong Kong. Okay? They have to go back to the U.S. If President Trump is visiting China and everybody's happy, well, yeah, you can get it. So the rules are incredibly arbitrary about who can get a tourist visa for China in Hong Kong. So the recommendation, the strong recommendation, is to get your visa in your country of residence, which is what the basic law is. I have seen people turned away at the visa office in Hong Kong, and literally the next person in line, get one. So it's just, oh yeah, as an American, trust me, we are not the most welcome people in some countries when it comes to visas. Visas are generally dealt with on a reciprocity basis. There are a ton of Chinese trying to get into the United States. Many of them go in illegally. Many of them do not qualify for a visa. There's been a long history of this dating back over 100 years. As such, the United States restricts immigration from China to the United States and restricts visas. So conversely, China does the same to the United States. Same is true with India. There are many, many Indians trying to get into the United States. The United States restricts their visas. Conversely, the Indians restrict the U.S. visas. I'm not riding a bike. Visas for Europe. No, I haven't seen any new news about, for Americans having to do something. It was a non-binding resolution, yeah. Yeah, the world is putting up walls, it seems. There are awesome views. We're going to get into McDonald's burger today. You know, it's on the potential list. It's potential. I don't really think so. I think I'd rather have fish and chips. I didn't have a Whopper. I had the chicken tenderloin or whatever it was called. Wasn't very good. In fact, that whole meal wasn't very good. When I was done with it, I said to myself, you should have gone to McDonald's. But McDonald's did away with my chicken sandwich, you bastards. Fujiyama Mama. I don't know if that's still around. I have had the black burger at McDonald's. The founder, I know it's out. I haven't seen it. It just opened here in Hong Kong last week, actually. And I'm sure it's going to be on my Pirate TV box pretty soon. The menu is basically the same here, but we have a few other things. My weight. I actually need to do a whole video blog about my weight. I used to be obese, all right? I used to be technically obese. Then I lost 60 pounds through diet and exercise. And for the last, 2 or 3 years, I've been able to stay right about at where I want to be, a maintenance level. So I eat a lot of junk still today, but I exercise a lot. I walk 10 miles a day. And I rarely go over my calorie limits for the day. So, yes, you guys see me at McDonald's, you guys see me eat fish and chips, you see me eat potato chips, other crap. What you don't see usually is the salad I have for dinner, or the fiber breakfast, the cereal that I have for breakfast, or the fruit I eat during the day and stuff like that. How do you not pass out? Easily. You just do it. I eat salad, but I use a fat-free dressing. I put chicken and ham, usually shredded chicken, on the salad. And I usually about 100 grams of shredded chicken, lettuce, carrots, some peppers. Then a fat-free salad dressing, which is a very low-calorie stuff. In the beginning, did I pass out? In the beginning, I could only walk. I would go on an exercise bike or a treadmill, and I could do about 15 minutes. And but then I discovered something about the exercise bike and the iPad. You can take your iPad, and the treadmill. You can take your iPad, yeah? And I would take my iPad and I would watch stuff. You know what's interesting about salad is it really fills you up. So you can eat a ton of lettuce and you will feel full. Lettuce and drinking water. That's the biggest changes was I switched to drinking water. I stopped drinking just about everything else except water, and I drank a lot of water. So like when I'm hungry, I drink a bottle of water. And then if I'm still hungry after drinking the bottle of water, I have a smaller snack. It's sort of a mental trick, yeah? I would watch movies and TV series. I caught up on Breaking Bad from the beginning to the end. I caught up on Walking Dead from the beginning to the end. I caught up on a whole slew of British cop shows. There are good gyms, but I have a gym in my apartment building. I have a free gym. So I just take the elevator down to the 5th floor. There's 2 treadmills, an exercise bike, a couple step machines, weights, Nautilus equipment. It's all, part of my rent. I don't really have Netflix. Dehydration mistake, could be. The interesting thing I discovered while losing weight was that your brain is more hungry than your stomach. And frequently, what you mistake as being hungry is just sort of your desire. Your tongue wants something, not really your stomach. And then you can learn to trick it. Like, your tongue wants something like potato chips, something salty. Well, if you have like an Italian salad dressing, which is kind of vinegary and tarty, your tongue is sort of satisfied for the salt. How do you binge without Netflix? Well, you can do iTunes, or you can just download. Download is very popular. Oh, that's good. In Maryland. I have a house in Maryland. I don't live there right now, but I do have a house there. Yeah, I needed a dead cat for the iPhone mic. I don't know if they make those. You live in Baltimore. Oh, cool. I'm from Calvert County, south of Annapolis. But my niece, she went to undergraduate at Johns Hopkins, so I was going to Baltimore every now and then. Hey, Venezuela. Buenos dias. Fort Meade, oh, okay. So you're near Annapolis, too. There's a really good Chinese place right in Odenton, right across from one of the back entrances to Fort Meade. It's actually rated as one of the best Chinese restaurants in the DC, Baltimore area. It's this crappy little place, but the chef is from Hong Kong, and he'll make anything, off menu, whatever. And this little Chinese place, I can't remember the name, but it's in Odenton, Maryland. But if you type best Chinese place in Maryland, Odenton or something like that, you'll find out. I have a sister, I don't have a brother, that I know about. There are times I think I'm Elvis's love child, but that's not there. Yeah, it's in this little like strip mall next to like a nail salon and a real dingy bar that you would never go into. And it's this little, I swear to God, the foodies come from all over to go to this Chinese place. And it looks like any other mom and pop Chinese place you just see in any other strip mall. But then when you get inside and you eat the food, oh wow. His signature dish is fish noodles. He makes these fresh noodles with little bits of fish inside them. Really good. I gotta wait for this bulldozer, yeah? You will be mine. One day, you will be mine. I'm gonna steal this bulldozer. One day I'm going to take the bulldozer and I'm going to go for a joyride. Jiro Dreams of Sushi is a great movie, yeah? I want to steal it. I do tuck the mic sometimes behind my coat, but it works its way out. 3 mile an hour joyride. My face? No, my face is still as ugly as always. Oh, from shaving yesterday. Yeah, I guess so. Yesterday I nicked myself. I hadn't shaved for a few days, which guys know when you don't shave for a few days and you finally do get around to shaving, it's not exactly the most pleasant experience. So I nicked myself twice, actually. I do have a drone. I don't have it with me today, though. The weather has been crap, honestly. The weather has been crap the last 2 weeks. Such that drone flying is a real pain. Yesterday I caught myself shaving and the only Band-Aids we could find were Big Bird Band-Aids. Breaking Bad. Yeah, it was pretty nasty. I think it was an old razor. Favorite Breaking Bad character? Ooh, I don't really know if I had a favorite. They're all kind of messed up. Yeah, it was raining. Not raining today. We had a monsoon yesterday. Finally been able to get back. This was my favorite view, but they had put crap here for like, well, a month basically. I couldn't get there. Walter White, yes. Walter White was Walter White, but I think if you look at him, he almost had two personalities. The Heisenberg personality and then the Walter White. For example, Walter White, like, remember the scene when they were in like the Home Depot and he confronted the other methamphetamine dealer in the parking lot and he just walked out and said, "Stay off my territory." Well, that was Heisenberg speaking, you know. And then the other times it was Walter White. "Hey guys, John Ho is here, long lost Hong Konger, now living the life of chicken satay, all you can eat chicken satay in Thailand." But he's back in Hong Kong this week or so. What's up, John? Wind's died down. I attempted to fly my drone, but not yet. Leaving tomorrow. God, didn't even get to see you. John Ho is an international man of mystery, back and forth between Hong Kong and Thailand, like you'd think he was a secret agent. What movie was that? That was the Breaking Bad TV show about a high school chemistry professor turned methamphetamine producer. Actually a very good TV show. And you know what? If you go on YouTube, guys, check this out. Someone cut Breaking Bad, all 5 seasons or whatever of Breaking Bad, into a 2-hour movie. Some real fans cut out all the extraneous stuff and turned it into a 2-hour movie. You can find that on the internet. So these guys turned Breaking Bad into a 2-hour movie. It's pretty amazing, just using like massive cuts and stuff like that and wiping out extraneous stuff. But they got like all the best bits into this 2-hour movie, and apparently it's like a really good movie. I haven't seen it, but I read about it yesterday. It's like 5 seasons. I think I honestly about binge watch. I like The Wire. The Wire is a good binge thing. I don't know if it's on YouTube. I just heard about it. I don't know where it is. I saw yesterday that someone had turned turned Breaking Bad into a 2-hour movie. You start Googling it, you'll find it. So these guys street sweeping the streets make $4 an hour US. So John Ho, what's on your agenda today? You stocking up on foodstuffs to take back to Thailand, or doing anything else exciting? Yeah, The Wire is a good binge. Heavy. Omar's coming. Omar's coming. I could walk down the street screaming, Omar's coming. Nobody here would know what I was talking about. How old is that stone wall? This one not very old on the right. It's just part of this apartment building. Haircut, banking stuff. I am on Barker Road. This stone wall on the left, however, is probably quite a bit older. This is a house, guys. This is a house being built. This is his driveway up to the house being built. What's for lunch? I think it's going to be fish and chips, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm not really up for fish and chips today, but I'm not really up for anything else. If you watch my YouTube, the YouTube that dropped this morning at 6 a.m. Hong Kong time, I was at the noodle shop last night. I ended up having noodles last night about 9 o'clock. Yeah, it's a steel truck. You never have enough steel. It cost 42 million US dollars. The land cost 42 million. Then he started building his Kubla Khan, or his Xanadu. Did Kubla Khan a pleasure dome decree? Well, it's not that rich, because the rich one's up here is a $193 million house. So we're going to see the $193 million house, and then 2 townhouses. One was 70 million and the other was 100 million. Minimum wage is $4 US an hour. I pay 14 US dollars for a gallon of milk, $10 for a box of Cheerios. Though last night I found boxes of Cheerios for $8. I was kind of excited. So that's the peak. We started our hike over there. I was up at the peak, Victoria Peak Gardens yesterday. That's really up high. I was trying to do a drone cast, but the winds were typhoon force, and I didn't fly. Maybe later today. I'm actually kind of bummed I didn't bring the drone today, because, to be honest, the winds have died down substantially. There is honey nut. You can find honey nut. It's just very expensive. Are there robins? I don't really think there are robins. There's some other birds that are pretty interesting, but I've never seen a robin, not like, or an oriole or anything like that. We do have Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is $1 US. So, same as it is there. It's locally bottled. Diet Coke is called Coke Light. It's not called Diet Coke. I actually stopped and was signaling him to pass and checking, because he was coming around a blind curve. So I actually wasn't that afraid to get hit. He actually waved, thank you. I will say this, people here drive more defensively than they do in the US. Part of it's because your chances of hitting a Ferrari or Lamborghini or Rolls Royce are actually quite a bit higher here. So that's a diplomat car that just went by. So this is 22 Barker Road. You guys can Google this if you want. 22 Barker Road. This house is 193 million. It's owned, we believe, by Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba.com. He's worth an estimated 31 billion US dollars. It's a 4-bedroom, 10,000 square feet house. No congressman. He was a diplomat. He was I think it was actually looked like a Russian flag. No, I don't know where Bruce Lee. He lived over in Kowloon. Jonathan J.K. shows you Bruce Lee's old house. This is what a view from a $193 million house looks like. I actually flew my drone over this. Ooh. So be sure to follow me on YouTube too, because you can see a video of this place yesterday. I was outside this with my big camera. Well, I'm outside it today with my big camera, but I'm just not filming as much with my big camera today. I think in my video blog on YouTube yesterday or today, I showed you balance level. This is my kids. When my kids take this hike with me, we come to this point and they call balance level. I don't have a face mask. It's a nice day. And you have to walk this balance beam. Steady on. Steady on, Wayne. Party on, Wayne. Party on, Garth. There's always some signal loss here too. Fish and chips, no real dad stuff. I bought flowers last week. Actually, if you see my video blog last Saturday, I took you to the flower market again, and we stocked up again for the wife. Hey, John Ho, maybe you should get some flowers to take back with you. Probably go back to the U.S. one day. I'm going to go there this summer, I think. I haven't really planned my summer, which is bad. This is where I flew the drone about 2 weeks ago. Oh, car coming. Probably fish and chips. Yeah, my kids were pretty annoying with that last night. So this is 100 million US and this is 70 million US. You are in Hong Kong. It's not lonely at all, my God, no. China pollution is bad. Hong Kong is a bit better. 2 weeks, you haven't been here in 10 years. It'll have changed a lot. There'll be a lot that's the same. You can rent this place for 65,000 US dollars a month, 65 grand American per month. So yeah, I played some Green Day, and the kids were like, "Dad, that's old people music." What do they have that they don't have in Thailand? Yeah, it was after she got back. They have lots of deer there. How old am I? My half plus 7 rule is 32. Time to test your algebra. So the half plus 7 rule of who I could date and let it be still socially acceptable is 32. What's this? This is Hong Kong in the People's Republic of China, and you are here on Barker Road looking down on the city below. So half plus 7. So take your age divided by 2, add 7, and that is the age of someone you can date. So if you're 30, cut it in 2, 15, add 7. You can date a 22-year-old. And it's still socially acceptable. Any younger, and it's not. Leia, this is live and direct. How you doing? Welcome to Hong Kong. This is Periscope. This shows you views of around the world, and you are in the middle of my morning hike. I hike this every day, so if you follow me, I am up that old. You can see the city of Hong Kong. You can see me have lunch, which today might be fish and chips, might be something else. Somebody has to tempt me with something more interesting. You're 30, so maybe you're 48. No, I'm a little older than that. When I'm 40s, I still plan on dating 18-year-olds. Hey, Jonathan, see you later, bud. Catch up with you soon. Guys, that's John Ho. I hope you guys follow him. He is another Periscoper from Hong Kong, but he also now Periscopes from Thailand. Who came up with that rule? You know, I don't know, but it's a pretty widely spoken of rule. I think it's violated a lot in Hollywood, where it's half plus, well, negative something. But if you just Google half plus 7 rule, and you'll find a lot of, it's like one of those rules of the playground, yeah? No, you can date any age, of course, you can, but there's a rule about what's socially acceptable, what others will look at before they start to say, tisk, 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 tus, tisk, tisk. So like if you're 50 and you're dating an 18-year-old, people will be like, tch, tch, tch. But if you're 50 and dating a 32-year-old, they're like, well, yeah, okay. Yeah, so Scarlett Johansson, you will be mine. You are in my age group. Yeah, Hugh Hefner, he did. His was more like take the square root times some other exponential number. So here's some lost tourists. They just made it up the long hike, and they're just like, oh, here's a big rubber tree. Aren't they cool? Car's about to hit me. Can't sleep. Clown will eat me. Can't sleep. Clown will eat me. She does seem to love dating. Not the marrying type, unfortunately. A bunch of guys. They come as a crew every week. Morning. The sorry. Morning. They're used to me. They see me all the time. So as you noticed, English is widely spoken in Hong Kong. Those guys are speaking Chinese, but they flipped into English easily enough. They make about $4.25, $4.19, I think is what it is officially, about $4 US an hour. The market's been okay over here. I'm on my own, no self-control. Tell me more about why don't I see you? Because, Leia, this is Periscope. This is about showing you what I see in the world through someone else's eyes. I regard Periscope as a window, not a mirror. And what I show through Periscope is Hong Kong. Hong Kong is the star of my Periscopes, not me. I'm just a boring old white guy. Now, if you're really interested in seeing what I look like, you can go to my YouTube channel, Penguin6, where I am the star. I am the center of attention, which is why nobody ever watches my YouTubes. But on Periscope, I like to keep the focus on Hong Kong. So you will probably never ever see me on Periscope unless I screw up the camera, or unless I'm on somebody else's Periscope. Do I ever eat ginseng? I don't really like ginseng. I don't really like tea. Yeah, and that's how it's usually served. Hey, Casey Pilot, welcome back. So I'm in my I don't really take the 360 up here today during the morning. I have been to chunking matches. I've never chilled there. I would never chill there. You'll end up with no kidneys. I usually do the 360 later in the day when there's more people about. So we'll have to go somewhere new, though. I'm getting tired of showing you the same old stuff in 360. Maybe I should just go to Macau. I gotta plan a trip to Macau. I haven't been to Mongkok. I was in Mongkok about 2 weeks ago, I guess. You want to see Macau? Well, we'll get over there eventually. They have Dairy Queen in Macau. Just my morning walk. Next, what's up with you? What's up in your part of the world? So my video blog today is going to look a lot like my video blog yesterday because I'm wearing yesterday's clothes. I rolled out of bed, grabbed the first thing I found. Interviewing for a job in Hong Kong. Oh, see if you can get a package. See if they can pay some of the relocation costs or put you up in some housing. If you're coming from another country, they should give you some sort of support. John Ho, John-Ho, John Ho. There's also Jonathan J.K., Zora the Explorer, Bex Rea Rea, Cherry Wong Photo, Raven Tao. Quite a few members of the Scope team, Hong Kong, who show you different parts of the city. They haven't been very active. I don't know where they're at. People come and go in Periscope, yeah? A $2,000 housing allowance. Okay, that ain't a lot. My rent is 8,200 US dollars a month. 8,200 US a month. The average family in my son's international school is spending about 11,000 US dollars a month. But if it's just you living single in a very small, rather studio, 2,000 will be a portion of the rent. Don't believe me? Go to squarefoot.com.hk or go to spacious.hk or go to gohome.com.hk. These are some of the big property renting websites. There are quite a few touristy bits of Hong Kong if you like shopping and eating. This is my normal morning walk. No snakes today. I haven't seen any snakes in about a year. But I'm always on the lookout for snakes. Actually, I saw a snake about 6 months ago. Maybe that 4 months ago. Signal is a little wacky down here, yeah. I'm on my own, no self-control. But I know. So I was playing Geek Stink Breath for my kids. That's the Green Day song that really rocks out. And the kids were just like, Dad, this is old people music. I'm just like, go away. Sanpo Kang. Saipo. Halfway down the mountain, yeah. Let's take a pause here and work on our video blog a little bit. Pull out the beast. Beast mode. Ames is coming to Hong Kong. She's going to visit us soon. So we're just setting up here for a quick crapola. Sorry about this, guys. Yeah, sorry. There we go. Now we're recording. So we're at Halfway Rock, halfway down the hike, and making our way down to my house. Hey, Ames, how are you doing? Welcome to Hong Kong again. You'll be here soon. Yeah, my posh new microphone is on top of my camera there. Isn't that cool? So this is what I use for video blogging on my YouTube channel, Penguin6. And unfortunately, I just got my phone all twisted up in the thingy. This is kind of silly. Everybody's going to be getting sick here while oh God, now I got the cable even more messed up. Okay, hang on a second. I've been really rather spastic here. The headphone cable has decided to do donuts around. The cable is now out as I untangle this mess. Okay, now the headphone cable is going. Okay, headphone cable is back in. That was painful. I'm doing all right. So if you go to my YouTube channel, Penguin6, you can see more videos from this hike. My hike yesterday didn't Periscope yesterday. It was just too windy, and I knew the microphone would suck, so I concentrated yesterday on doing the video blog. So you can see many of these scenes yesterday on the video blog. That's on YouTube, Penguin6. I do a vlog every day during the week. I do Periscope on the south side occasionally, and I hike a little bit. I don't really hike like the Twins. I hike the Dragon's Back, go to Sheko. I'm in Stanley about once a week, and I often do stuff from Stanley. In fact, my video blog 2 days ago started in Stanley, I think. Yeah, I was in Stanley to start, just chilling out. Have to find some new music. I'm getting tired of the music I use on my video blogs. There's a bird. Is that a grackle? That was the other reason I didn't sculpt, is because I was covered in band-aids. Spaz. Mele Kalikimaka. Mele Kalikimaka. That's the Hawaiian way. I worked for a Hawaiian congresswoman, so I used to have to answer the phone, Mele Kalikimaka, during the Christmas season. Rollerblades would be a little bit insane, to be honest. This is a very steep path, very curvy. Lots of blind curves. Steps every now and then, too. Oh yeah, if you saw me yesterday, I almost got run over by the golf cart man. My video blog that dropped this morning about 6 a.m. Golf cart man was riding by, and he almost ran me over. We do have donuts. We don't have donuts like you have donuts. We have a few crappy donuts in some bakeries, and then we have a couple donut places that are like gourmet donuts. Yeah, gourmet donuts. They're really good. But we don't have like Krispy Kremes. It's not like you can go into a 7-Eleven and get a donut. But you can, if you want a donut, you can find a place that sells donuts. It's just not like one of those things you're going to find at every 7-Eleven. In fact, conversely though, we have a lot of Chinese bakeries. I mean, more bakeries. Oh, thanks for that. There are more bakeries here than there are donut shops in the U.S. So you can just pop into a bakery and grab some fresh bread or some cupcakes or whatever. There's a lot of bakeries here. I will miss bakeries if I ever leave Hong Kong. Chinese bakeries on every street corner. Munchies is gone. Munchies went out of business because the owner moved back to Canada, and then a new donut shop from Singapore has opened in Wan Chai. I haven't visited it yet. It's on Hennessy Road. If you type donut shop Wan Chai, Hong Kong, you can see pictures of this donut shop, and you'd be just like, oh my God. They'd take the custom gourmet cupcake idea and apply that to donuts. Hey, Gravy Davy's here, guy. Gravy Davy is a scoper from London. Shows you around the Thames, shows you around James Bond's house and Big Ben, Parliament and all that. So if you follow Gravy Davy, you can see what's going on in England today. You can get, there's a couple Mrs. Fields here in Hong Kong. But yeah, you can get cookies, you can get Oreos, you can get Chips Ahoy, hash browns, bacons. Yeah, I'm not really organic donuts. I want my donuts to be disgusting. Bagels, you know, we have a couple bagel shops. We have a couple, you gotta understand, a lot of the Hong Kongers, a lot of the Americans in Hong Kong are from New York because of the finance industry. And as such, they demand New York style bagels. So there's a couple New York bagel places. I've seen pork chops, but they're pretty expensive, and I'm not really a big fan of pork chops, so I haven't really got that. There are not a lot of delis. This is not a park. This is just a normal hike. This is just a path connecting Barker Road and May Road, two roads in the Peak District of Hong Kong. In the old days, the sedan chairs and rickshaws would come up this, but this was a path for them. But now today, it's just for hikers. The bagels are pretty good, yeah. I get my bagels from Marks and Spencer. Marks and Spencer of England has a food shop here. My next blog will be dropping at 6 a.m. tomorrow, Hong Kong time, which is 6 p.m. Thursday evening in the United States. So we got to cut it up today. Well, we got to film it. Yeah, we got to see what's going to go on. So you'll see what I have for lunch, and you'll see some of the other sites. I like to do the vlog because it shows Hong Kong in 1080 and 4K higher quality video than you get with the Periscope. And Periscope is pretty good, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I like to show you a little bit more detail. Yeah, Marks and Spencer bagels are all right, actually. I enjoy them. I like the BAPs, B-A-P. I've been eating these Marks and Spencer whole wheat BAP, which is sort of like a bun. We don't have Hardee's, you know. We don't have Arby's. We don't have Wendy's. I miss Arby's. I'll admit it. I actually like Arby's. Yeah, we do the vlogs. We'll have to see. I'm thinking of doing a special vlog about losing weight, because a lot of people ask me, how did you lose so much weight? And I was just going to show you guys what I did, but I haven't got around to doing that. Yeah, my YouTube channel is Penguin6, S-I-X. Feel free to follow me over there. Jollibee, oh, you temptress. You temptress wants to send me to Jollibee to get Filipino fried chicken. I do hike up sometimes, but not today. What do you like at Arby's? I just like the regular roast beef sandwich. I'm not a big venison fan. You found it. Oh, okay. Well, I'm a really stubborn kind of guy. I'm the kind of guy who likes to balance his checkbook every now and then. And if you can balance your checkbook, you can, well, balance your weight intake, your food intake. And if you can balance your food intake, well, you'd be surprised what can happen. It became a video game for me, honestly. It did. How many steps was I doing? How many calories was I eating? How many pounds had I lost? It really became a game. I like to look at the chart and see, okay, I'm down, I'm up, I'm down. And it's really quite fun. I know a lot of people rip on Arby's. I mean, even the Simpsons rip on Arby's. The kids were all like lost on a desert island. They're like, I'm so hungry I could eat at Arby's. And the other kids are like, well, I'm not that hungry. I do a vlog. Yeah, you can go to my YouTube channel, Penguin6. I vlog every day. I think my 41st vlog entry was dropped this morning, a few hours ago, actually. You know, a lot of people like curly fries, but I always thought they were a little bit spicy, so I always went for the regular fries. Regular roast beef at Arby's is about 480 calories or something like that, if I remember right. I am almost home. I should vlog on weight loss. Oh yeah, I think I will do one of those. Yeah, I've been switching around. I mean, I usually pick my EDM, but I've been trying to pull in a little chill hop. That's the new music of the day. So I've been flipping it, because some of you guys don't like my dance techno, and so I thought, oh guys, guess what? We have got a cockatoo. I see a cockatoo. Can you see the cockatoo? You too? All right, let's see if we can zoom in on this sucker. There he is. That is a yellow-crested, sulfur-crested cockatoo, a war refugee from World War II. There are dozens of cockatoos living in this area. In fact, there's another one up higher. The British colonial governor in the final days of the Japanese invasion of Hong Kong ordered that all birds in the zoo and the aviaries be released. All his private birds would be released as well. And they flew off into this jungle and set up a colony. So these are war refugees. Yeah, he didn't want the Japanese troops to eat them, so he sent them off on their way. The skyline is over there. It's behind the buildings in my neighborhood. This is where I live. There are many neighborhoods like it, but this was mine. What are these guys doing? During World War II, people were hungry, yeah? So you see a big fat bird sitting in a cage, you're just like, hey, it tastes like chicken. So he ordered all the birds to be released. It's amazing, you still find some really beautiful birds flying around here. We don't have White Castle and we don't have Taco Bell. I like White Castle, kind of. But I grew up in an area that had neither. It's a garbage truck. Garbage trucks here look, well, a lot like garbage trucks everywhere else in the world. They don't have the robot claw, though. American garbage trucks are insane, man. They got these giant, like, robot claw that reaches out and grabs the bin. But I say the London, City of London garbage trucks were the cleanest garbage trucks I've ever seen. The speed limit is, well, pretty slow. I honestly don't know what the speed limit is here. It's probably about 20 or 30 miles an hour at most. On the freeway, it's like, the freeway is 70 kilometers an hour. So what's that, 45 miles an hour, something like that? But there is one stretch out by the airport where you can go 110, and that's about 50 or 60 miles an hour. Liability rules are a little different here. Basically, if you sue someone and lose, you pay for his lawyer, basically. 65, yeah, okay. Oh, moving day. Someone is moving, looks like they're moving out, given that all the wheeled dollies have arrived and there's no boxes. So it looks like somebody is moving out of our building, or out of this building. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave you with this. We are at the end of my walk. I will be back later today, so I hope you guys are following me. You will see more of the city. We'll go to lunch. Also, we're not moving. We're staying put. Feel free to follow me on YouTube, Penguin6. Also, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Penguin6. I'll be back. It is 9:30 now. You guys will see me in about an hour and a half, probably around 11 to 12 o'clock. All right, bye-bye.